Let's have this one, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's have another up there. Let's have C, C, C. All right, here let's have another one C there, and then here let's have another one C. Wow, this one looks good, doesn't it? What do you mean it doesn't look good? It's got many decorations, Mas. What is the problem? I'm putting the same thing, the C's and the H and the lines. I just did this very same thing. What do you mean? What looks complicated? Which, show me the... yeah, show me the part that is too complicated. No, there can be thousands. Yeah, so, yes, this thing go to billions. Yeah. I want you guys to be able to do this, no matter how complicated it might look. You must be able to know what to do. Once you master that, you'll be good. Nothing will scare you. Remember, the first thing is just to locate the longest carbon-to-carbon chain. That's all. You find that one, put it in the box or highlight it, then the rest will be branches. Can you see? It's only single bonds everywhere. Can you see, guys? All right, let's check the options that we have here, and then you tell me if you're also thinking that. All right, I can put the ends, the end point. Let me put the end point. First, I can put A there, and then here I can put B. Here I can put C, and here I can put D. So you see, you can move from A to B, A to C, A to D, or B to or B to D, B to C, whatever. So here the option I'm just showing you. It's either you can have this option, or you can have that option, or you can have that option, or you can have that option. I don't know if there's another one. Maybe there is also this option here. Can you see that? Yeah, and it looks also, you can also have this option here. All right. So take your time and try to locate which one is the longest chain. That's all. Yeah, I'm gonna send snap videos. It's because I was not checking. All right, so there we go. So we are saying this one gives us 6 carbons, because we're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct? And we're also saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also, isn't it? Okay, so there is no other one. So now, like I said, can you see now, you don't have a straight line. Straight line would have been maybe this one, or maybe that, or maybe that. So you see, step number 1, choose the longest chain from carbon to carbon to carbon, but not necessarily straight line. It doesn't have to be a straight line. You got it? All right, so which one are you going to choose? If there is a tie, 2 of them or 3 of them are exactly the same, you can choose any one and the answer will be exactly the same. So which one do you want to choose? From where to where? A to C. All right, so if we're going A to C, that means we are going to put the A to C. We can put it in our box, or we can just simply highlight it. It doesn't matter. Let me kind of highlight this time. This time I'm just going to highlight it. I'm going to use the yellow. You can still see, am I right, the carbons. So I'm going to go through that. Can you see? It's a yellow one, am I right? Like how? All right. Before we can check something, let's check it here. Okay? Remember here we had 2 options also. Do you remember this one, guys? Yeah, so let's change the option for this one. Let's make the longest one to be this one now, that one. Is that fine? Yeah, because I think I know where he's going. He wants to, I think he's having a question that says, really, will I really get the same answer? Really? Yeah, so this one in dotted, it's outside. We good, right? Yeah. Then when we name the yellow one, the one that looks like 7, we can start from C going upwards, or we can start from B going that way. Remember this C. Let me just remove this C here. It mustn't confuse you. That one there. It's just a location we can name from C. All right. So are we numbering from B to C or C to B? Let's check C to B. This will be number 1. Am I right? Carbon 1. Carbon number 2. Carbon number 3. All right, let's check from this side. This will be carbon 1. Carbon 2. Carbon 3. Carbon 4. Carbon 5. This one is longer. So we take the one that gives a smaller number to the branch. So we're starting from there. Yeah, so I'm going to write it in white. So it's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and the number 7. We good, right? Aha. Then the name of this one, the yellow one. First, the number of carbons is 7, so it's actually hept, meaning 7 carbons. But because we've got single bonds, it's ANE. Now let's go to the branch. The branch here is got 1, 2 carbons. Can you see it's 1, 2? So 2, it's eth. But since it's a branch, you're going to end it with YL. The address where it's attached to this carbon number 3. So we're going to put 3 dash. And I said when you put down the name, all the branches, you put them first, alphabetical order. We good? All right, so then I'm gonna place it here. There it is, ethyl. Then I'm gonna take this name and end with it, which is called the parent name. We're gonna put that one at the end. So can you see the names are exactly the same? I said the number and the letter, you separate them by a dash or a hyphen. We had this there. See? That. The name is the same, right? Can you see? I'm gonna do exactly the same thing here, so that you have that guarantee that now I'm really satisfied 100%. It's gonna be the same name. All right, so now I'm going to highlight this one here. So this is the one that goes like that. So the branches, I'm going to put them in a green box. This one is the branch. Can you see that? And also this one. Can you see this one is outside? Actually, there were 3 ways. I just kept quiet. Can you see? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see it's 5 there? I could have gone down to make it 6. Or go that side to make it 6. Yeah, or from here, 1, 2, 3. Which one was the other one? 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right, so let's put another branch. Another branch, I'm going to put it in blue. So this is a branch also there. There we go. But there's still another branch. Do you see it? This one. Where there is a carbon outside, that one there. It's the 3rd one. It's good. This is good question. Trust me. I'm going to put that in the orange box. There we go. So if we're following the yellow as the longest, you can only name from A to C or from C to A. Which one is the correct one? All right, first let's do this to help you out. Let's start from A to C first so that you can see the numbers for yourself, right? So this will be carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. This one will be carbon number 4. I'm putting 4 there. Okay, let's just put it somewhere next to it. Carbon number 4 there. And then this one will be carbon number 5. And then this one will be carbon number 6. Then I'm also gonna use, let's use the turquoise, the bluish one, and say this is carbon number 1. And here it's carbon number 2. And here it's carbon number 3. Carbon number 4. Number 5. Number 6. First, let's look at the white one. While we look at the white one, we will check all the 3 branches fall in which numbers. You understand? Let's start with the white. Carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4. Do you see carbon 4? There are 2 branches there. So that means in number 4 and also in number 4. Remember, we separate numbers with a dot. We're just checking first which one is correct, A to B or A to C or C to B. And when we go on, when you get to this branch here, this one is found, looking at the white, it's going to be in number 5. You get it? All right, so let's look the blue and see. This is carbon number 1. This one it will be on 2. You see the first branch here. It's on number 2. Number 2. And then the other one, number 3. It will be 3 and 3. Do you see it? Now, this part actually do not matter. Unless we had a tie. Do you see? All you have to check, the first one is far away at 4. If I go using the white. If I use the blue, the first one is just closer at number 2. Do you see it? Yeah. But if we had, so the blue one is winning. If I had 4, yeah, let's say I had 4 here. The beginnings are 4. I ignore them. I check the next one, the 3 wins. Then I'll, yeah, ask. I didn't say that. I said, let me say it twice in 2 ways. Number 1, when you are numbering, only the numbering part, you want the branches to have the smallest number. We good? That's the numbering. It doesn't matter whether the branch is start with a Z or Q. It doesn't matter. Don't even look at, you don't know the name of the branch at that point. Make the branch to have the smaller number. Then here's that part that you were looking for. Here's that part you were looking for. When you put down the name, down like I'm pointing now, that's when you now go alphabetical order. Can you see? When you put the name down, alphabetical order of the branches. But when you're numbering, I don't care what is the name of the branch. I just want my branch to have the smallest number first. Was that clear to you guys now? All right. Now, I was saying here, in terms of the numbering, forget about the name now, the numbering. The white ones, they start off with 4. The blue ones start with 2. 2 is less. Can you see that? Then we will choose the blue one. Happy? But what if the blue one also had the 4 in the beginning? In other words, the white says 4, the blue one says 4. You ignore these ones. You look at the next 2, you compare them. This one says 4 here, can you see? The other one is 3, it's less, therefore blue wins. What if they were the same also, yeah? What if they were the same also? Like they were 3, 3. So you'll ignore this one. Whatever it's a tie, ignore it. And then you go check this one. Particularly when you're starting, you start from the beginning towards the end. Then when I look, this is 5, this is 3. The 3 one will win. Because somebody will say, wait a minute, the first one is on number 4 from point A. From point C, it's also number 4. So it's a tie, I can choose any. No. Ignore the ties. And then you go check the remaining one. The one that wins first, take it. Is it making sense, what I just said? All right. Let's say maybe here you had 1. And then here there were 4. You had 4 also. So first 2, the first it's a tie, ignore that. The next 2 it's a tie, ignore that. This one is 1 against 3. 1 wins. The top one will be the correct numbering. Are you okay with that? Is it making sense? Oh yeah, because I know sometimes you'll number from A or from C. You find out the first numbering is 4, 4. And then your mind says, I can just use any. Just compare and see if there is one that wins. Sometimes you find that there is no one that wins. They can be 4, 4, 1, 4, 4, 1, whichever direction. Therefore, if they are the same, whichever direction, then use anyone. It's fine. We cool, right? All right. I needed to say something there. And you'll say, I said it, that's what we say. Now, okay, let me say it again, one more time. If whichever direction, now, then let's just leave it there, because I might get you confused anyway. Let's leave it right there while you can understand. All right, the 2, 3, 3 is the one that wins, meaning numbering from C going up, it's correct. Sharp, sharp, guys, right? All right, so let me remove all those numberings I just want to keep the C1. So which means we're going number 1, and then this is going to be number 2, this is going to be number 3, this is going to be number 4, number 5, number 6. All right. So I love to give the name of the longest one first. It's 6. 6, it's hex. And then this yellow one, there is only single bonds, ANE. This is the last name. When you're writing the name, it's going to be at the end, that one. It's going to be right at the end. Now let's go name the branches giving their location. Let's start with the blue. The blue, how many carbons? 1, it's a meth. But because it's a branch, it's YL, correct? But it's on address number 2, so it will be 2 dash. Let's go to B. B, how many carbon? 1, isn't it? It's also a meth. But because it's a branch, it's YL. It's on carbon number 3. So it will be 3 dash. I'm going to introduce something, but I'm not going to introduce it immediately. I'm going to show you how it makes sense. And let's go to the green box. The green box, there are 2 carbons, which is F, isn't it? Yeah. Which is F, YL, because it's a branch. It's on carbon number 3. We good? 3 branches, 1 parent, hexane. So the branches, I said I'm going to introduce something. I'm gonna do it just after. First, I want to show you something first. Now, we need to choose the branches according to their alphabetical order. Look at the branch. This one starts with the letter E. This one with M. The other one with M, correct? Between E and M, which letter comes first? Good. So that means I must put the 3S first down. So I'm going to put the name right at the bottom. So which means now I have to write 3 dash F YL. Then comes the M. Can you see? There are 2 M's. Can you see that? Yeah. So I could have started with any M, but I'm just going to put any one. I'm going to start with the smaller number 2, 3. Then, which means I'm going to go white here. I'm going to go dash 2 dash math YL. And I'm going to go for the one at number 3. 3 dash math. Because the letters were the same. Alphabetical order, they were the same. But numerically order, 2 comes first. Isn't it right? And then that name, hexane, must be one word, which means it must be hex, and then A-N-E. This is supposed to be the name. I said I was going to say something. I'm going to say it now. Can you see? There's nothing wrong with what you wrote here, what I wrote here, with 2-methyl-3-ethyl. But you know, there's no need to repeat to say methyl, 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 methyl. How many methyls are here? 2, ne? Yeah, so there are 2. There is methyl here, the branch. This is methyl, this is methyl. Then you can use di, the word di, instead of repeating. That's why I wrote them in white. So now, I'm going to write it again. I'm going to start with 3-ethyl. I'm going to put it somewhere in the box. So there is 3-ethyl. There it is. Then I must say dash. Numbers is 2 and 3. We say 2, 3. Remember, you separate the numbers by 3. Then dash. We're going to use the word di. There are 2 methyl, di methyl, YL, then hexane. Because the reason why I wrote this one down, because this one, of course, it would have made sense to you. You know, it's like in mathematics when you're solving for x, you get two x values, x equals to 5 or x equals to 5, or x equals to 5 or x made 100 times. Why do you have to write x equals to 5, x equals to 5, x equals to 100 times? Why can't you say there are 5x? You know, like I'm saying, instead of saying methyl, methyl, methyl. Yeah, so this is the name. So now we need to go back and name it the other way. You remember the other way we said just to make sure everything is right? So I'm gonna put that in the next